Hello everyone and welcome to part 2 of the chapter 4.3 Around the World in 80 Days by Jules Verne. So children, in part 1 we learned that Mr. Fix the detective puts obstacles in Fogg's path so that he can arrest him whenever he gets the warrant by the legal authority from England. In this part 2, we will see another important subplot that while traveling through India, Mr. Fogg comes across a princess. Her name is Auda. She is being forced to end her life for the sake of her dead husband. She is a Parsi Indian princess. She is married to an old king, and people force her to become Sati and sacrifice her life. She is protected by Mr. Fogg and Passepartout. She is thankful to both of them. She goes back to England with Mr. Fogg and Passepartout. At the end of their journey at London, Mr. Fogg confesses his love to Auda and they decide to get married. In Calcutta, Mr. Fogg and Passepartout are arrested and sentenced to prison because Passepartout enters into a Malabar Hill temple in Bombay. As per the opinion of the temple's priest, Passepartout commits a mistake here. He actually doesn't know that he must not enter the temple with the shoes, or being a Christian, he must not enter the Hindu temple. Now, Mr. Fogg pays the bail for imprisonment and then they board a steamer bound for Hong Kong. However, as soon as Fogg, Auda, and Passepartout arrive in Liverpool on the last part of their journey, Detective Fix arrests and imprisons Fogg, thinking that he is a bank robber. He is later released, but Fogg has missed his train from Liverpool. The special train he arranged gets delayed and Fogg arrives in London late. Afraid that the deadline for the bet has passed and he has lost the wager, Phileas Fogg is depressed and locks himself in his room. Auda and Passepartout are terribly worried about him. Later, Fogg apologizes to Auda for being unable to provide for her comfort as a result of losing the bet. In return, she proposes marriage to him. Mr. Fogg joyfully agrees. Passepartout is sent out by him to engage a clergyman. Clergyman means a Christian priest, to marry Fogg and Auda the next day, which they think is Monday. When Passepartout goes to clergyman's house, he comes to know that it's actually Saturday, not Sunday, like the group was thinking. By traveling eastward around the world, they had gained one day more when crossing the international date line. Passepartout goes back home, grabs Phileas Fogg and takes him to the Reform Club. Phileas presents himself to his challengers in the Reform Club with seconds to spare and ultimately wins the bet. So, children, during the journey, the focus of the author is on the experiences of Mr. Fogg and Passepartout. The places they pass through are described very briefly. The places are not given much reference. They just form the background to the activities of Mr. Fogg. The main plot is based on the nature of the challenge that he needs to travel around the world in 80 days. By the end of the trip, Phileas Fogg realizes the importance of human relationships, both in the form of love with Auda and friendship with Passepartout. He gets a new understanding in human relationship from this travel, as a gift in his life which ends his solitary life after getting beautiful Auda as his charming wife. So children, the most important theme in this novel is time. Phileas Fogg's date is a race against time. Time works for them in travel. Sometimes time spoils their plans. Finally, time turns to be what wins his bet in the end. So, children, finally, in this novel, we approve the qualities of our hero and protagonist, Mr. Phileas Fogg: courage, bravery, determination, perseverance, tolerance, quick solving ability, presence of mind, and power of adjustment are some of his qualities we appreciate. Also, we must praise Passepartout for his loyalty, obedience, courage, and tolerance. I hope that you all have understood the story. But, students, it's very important to read the novel completely in order to solve the textual question and answers. Thank you.